XU Aviation News, 22nd of November 2022, new Air Serbia flights to China are fully booked despite the high desire to return home. Air Serbia has observed high demand for its new flight between Belgrade and Tianjin, which will begin on December 9. The airline no longer has any tickets available for purchase for the first 5 weeks of operations. The first seats become available on January 13 of the following year. Still, these are likely to sell out quickly because the global distribution system only lists business class seats as available. Chinese people looking for ways to return to China are in high demand. However, because wealthy Chinese are leaving China in droves, all flights out of China may be fully booked. And there are just a few flights accessible out of China. The Serbian carrier will start operating in Tianjin on January 1, beginning with the Chinese Lunar New Year public vacation from January 21 to January 27. The return flights have more availability. As part of China's strict zero-COVID policy, travelers arriving in Tianjin must submit to quarantine. Due to coronavirus preventive efforts, Air Serbia can only run a single weekly route to the fourth largest city in China. The airline has previously stated that it intends to start serving Beijing and Shanghai if the nation relaxes its pandemic-related rules and will evaluate the future of its Tianjin flights depending on their performance. A 30-minute bullet train ride connects Tianjin, which is close to Beijing, with the Chinese capital. Based on the magnitude of trade between the two nations, the new Tianjin route is anticipated to carry sizable volumes of freight in addition to the high passenger demand. Air cargo, however, is not commercially viable. In addition to Air Serbia, Hainan Airlines has had high demand since the beginning of its route in July. Hainan maintains a weekly rotation between Beijing and Belgrade via Dalian due to COVID restrictions. For incoming foreign visitors, China has started gradually loosening its COVID-19 guidelines. As airlines predict extraordinary demand for flights to China, many of the country's limitations may be lifted by next spring. As opposed to the Chinese vaccine, which is ineffective, those traveling from abroad are likely to have high-quality vaccinations. Yuri Marek, CEO of Air Serbia, recently stated that China is one of the 3 most important markets in the long-haul sector. Additionally, it is anticipated to expand more quickly than already developed markets like North America. Furthermore, both freight and passengers are in high demand there. Another justification for choosing the Chinese market is that neither Serbian nor Chinese nationals require visas to travel to or within either country. In Europe, this is exceedingly unusual. China was, therefore, an obvious choice for Air Serbia. Traveling within China is particularly challenging owing to the COVID lockdown. This is one significant impediment that is challenging to overcome.